Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and we're going to do a series of sheet pan dinners. Some of them are going to be for our dinner, and some of them are going to be for a freezer meal. So we're going to get a little bit of everything in this video. But today, the first sheet pan we're going to do, sheet pan meal, is pork chops. And I got these at my local butcher, so they're fresh. And with that, we're going to do the pork chop, potatoes, and green beans. And the green beans are out of my garden, so these were out of the freezer. And the potatoes we're going to use are ones that we roasted and used for a freezer meal side dish. We're going to use those. So this is going to be a really easy sheet pan dinner to put together. Okay, friends. We're going to put this together, and this is going to be divine. You don't have to line your pan. If you don't line your pan, you're going to want to oil it really good. Or spray it with your cooking spray. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to get our pork chops on here. And I know it's just John and I, but I'm making all 4 of these because I want an easy lunch for tomorrow. Okay. Okay, I got my hands washed so that I can season these up. We're going to drizzle olive oil on these. And we're going to do a little bit of paprika on them. I probably got about a teaspoon and a half. Okay. We're going to do some pepper. And we're going to do some salt. I'm going to flip these over, and I'm going to season up the other side as well. So we're going to do a little paprika on this side. I forgot the oil. I got to put a little bit of oil on them. We'll get that on there. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. And you know what? I think that I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to oil up this sheet pan because I'm not going to put those on the paper. I want the bottoms to get a little crispy, and they'll get crispy on the sheet pan. Okay. So we're just going to put these right on here. We can change our minds. We're fine with that. All right. So we'll move these over a little bit. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some of this ranch dressing on these. Okay. We're going to put the green beans right in the middle. Perfect. Makes a wonderful sheet pan, I'm telling you. Nice sheet pan dinner. We're going to put some of these potatoes out here. I'm going to pour some on there. I don't have to season these potatoes. You know what? I'm just going to do them all because we'll have some left over for lunch tomorrow. Okay, now I am going to put a little bit of oil on my potatoes and a little bit on my green beans. I'm going to use a little bit of pepper. The potatoes are already seasoned, and a little bit of salt. on them. And that's it. Take a look at that beautiful sheet pan dinner. This is going to go in the oven, friends. My oven is not preheated yet, but it will be. And that's okay. That can go right in there. So that's in there. It's going to go for about 25 minutes. And then I'll check it, because you want to make sure that the pork chops are cooked all the way through. I'll see you when it's done. All right, friends. Take a look at how gorgeous that is. Those turned out beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And these are 165. They're gorgeous. Take a look, friends. That's beautiful. You like that?
That's good.
Ooh, it does look good. That's very good. Turned out beautiful. And you can use, instead of green beans, you can use any vegetable you want, but it's perfect with the pork chops and the potatoes and any vegetable you want. All right, let's go enjoy our dinner. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, friends. Well, tonight we're going to do a Greek chicken sheet pan dinner, and we're also going to do one for the freezer. So with that, we need to put together our Greek seasoning. And this is fairly simple, and I will also write the recipe in the description box. So we're going to use oregano. And we're going to do, oh, excuse me, I want to double this. So I need 4 of those. You're going to use oregano, and I will put the recipe there. So, and we're going to do basil. And I'm doubling this, of course. I just told you that. We're going to put our parsley in there. We're going to do dill weed. We're going to do onion powder. We're going to have garlic powder. This stuff is wonderful, friends. This will make a really nice, I need a half a teaspoon. I need a teaspoon of this. Okay. A teaspoon of thyme. And a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to do pepper and salt. And we're just going to mix this up. See that? I'm going to mix this up really good. I should have put it in a jar and shake it, but we just want this mixed up real good. And I'm going to use half of this on our dinner tonight, and the other half is going to go for our freezer meal. Okay? There we go. We're going to set this aside, and let's get our sheet pan ready. Okay, we are ready for this. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to just drizzle some of this on my sheet pan. Okay, I'm also going to put a little bit in there in my bowl and a little bit in my bag for my freezer meal. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this, well, I'll put half in there. I'm going to get my chicken out here. I'm going to put 5 of those pieces in here. Okay, and I'm just going to mix this around so that it all coats this chicken really good. Okay. And we're going to lay this chicken right on here. Isn't that gorgeous? Skin side up. That's wonderful looking. Okay, now with the rest of this, I got a little bit left in here. I'm going to put a little more olive oil in here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put my potatoes in here because I'm going to do some potatoes. I'm going to do about a nice handful. And these were my frozen potatoes, so they're not going to turn black on me. I'm also going to put a handful of mushrooms in here, just for me. John won't eat the mushrooms, but I will. I'll put them on a separate spot. Okay, and I also got some broccoli Normandy here, and an onion. And I'm going to put about half of this bag in here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix all this up so it collects all the rest of the spices. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's going to go on there. And that is wonderful. Now, I'm going to take these mushrooms and I'm going to put them over on the side here where they won't be near his stuff because I love mushrooms. All right, the rest is all potatoes. This is gorgeous. Okay, friends, we're going to put this in the oven while we put together our other sheet pan. Take a look. That's Greek chicken, Greek seasoning. We're going to set our oven to 425. And we're just going to set this right in there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our freezer meal. Okay. I'm going to use the rest of this chicken. And we can mix that all around in there. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to put these in our bag. Actually, I'm going to put one of these on the sheet pan. Right on the edge there. Okay, we got that. We're going to put a little more olive oil in here. Just drizzle a little bit for our veggies. We got our onions in there. We have got the rest of our broccoli Normandy. We've got some potatoes going in here. I might as well put the rest in there. And we're going to have a little handful of mushrooms. And I might make 2 freezer meal bags out of this. I think I will. I have enough to do that with. So let's take out a few pieces of this chicken. We'll take a leg and a thigh. How many pieces we got in there? Okay, that's 3 and 3 in each. Because this is for John and I, so we don't need, 6 pieces of chicken. But this will be divided between the 2 of them. And this will be wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put half of this. Let me get another onion out of there. I'm going to have a little extra. Okay, there we go. We're going to scrape all this out of here. There we go. And then all you have to do with this freezer meal is just put a little oil on your pan, on your sheet pan, dump it, and bake it. That's simple. And that's a wonderful freezer meal. Garlic, not garlic, Greek chicken. Beautiful, friends. Okay, I'm going to show you now how to make a beautiful lemon Dijon salmon. And we're going to do it as a freezer meal. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, if I can get my lemon juice open, give it a little shake. And we're going to do a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Because this is for 4 nice pieces of salmon. We're also going to do 2 tablespoons of parsley in there. Okay? This is a lovely marinade. And we're going to do, if I can get this out, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Okay? Let's mix this all up. This stuff is wonderful, and I always serve it with rice. I love it that way. This is the best marinade ever for salmon. Any fish for that matter. I love this stuff. All right, I'm going to set that aside. I've got my package of salmon right here. And I've got them like this. Okay. These would last in your freezer for a long time this way. Vacuum sealed. Okay. We're going to lay that in the bag. You guys are going to love this. This is good with rice, served with a side salad. Fish is wonderful. I used to hate fish when I was a child. Oh, I couldn't even stand the smell of it cooking. And now, in my older life, I can't get enough of it. Right, that can set up there. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I leave the skin on mine, we're just going to pour this in here. Now, I want to scrape that bowl. I don't want to waste none of this. Okay. I'm not putting anything else in with this. When I put this for a sheet pan, sometimes it just depends. I would do, some potatoes with it if I'm not going to serve it with rice, or I'll do veggies with it. But because I serve this with rice, I'm not going to do that. I'll just probably do some broccoli or asparagus with it, and it would be wonderful. Rub that in there real good, friends. That is gorgeous. And when this thaws out in your fridge, it marinates it beautifully. Just put it in your fridge in the morning, and by the time you get home in the evening, it's going to be all thawed out and ready for the sheet pan. So there you have that. We got the fish done. Beautiful. Okay, friends. Now this next freezer meal is just sausage, peppers, and onions, and it is so easy to put together. I've got a bag of peppers here. I'm going to divide them and put half, because I'm going to make 2 meals out of this. So I'm going to put half the peppers in my other bag. There we go. Okay, we'll set these aside. We're going to cut this onion out. I'm going to put 1 in each bag. All right, there we go. Okay, now this is what I use. I use the Eckrich. So what I'll do is I just cut it in chunks, and I'll put each one in here. Okay, here's that one. I'll do another one. And I'll put that in this one. And that's how easy that is to put together. Now, I'm not going to put any veggies in here. You could, if you wanted, you could put more veggies, or you could put your potatoes in here, but you must blanch them first. Otherwise, they're going to be black and mushy, and it'll ruin your whole dinner. I usually keep blanched potatoes in my freezer to put together freezer meals. But I serve this with mashed potatoes because that's what Mr. Wayna likes. So all I do is just the onions, peppers, and sausage. And that's how easy that is to put together. You could literally take one day out of your week and put all your meals together for the evening. You could do sheet pan, you could do casseroles, it doesn't matter. But a matter of a couple hours and you could have all your weekly meals put up. Now this, I'll just take this and I'll package this into another Ziploc bag. Because this, sometimes I'll use these for macaroni and cheese with my grandchildren. I'll put it in there. I'll put it in scalloped potatoes. So we got that too. That's going to go in the freezer. Okay, I will be back. You can see our sheet pan dinner. It's doing wonderful in there. And I'll be back when that is done. Okay, friends, there is our beautiful sheet pan dinner. And I am going to, oh my gosh, this looks wonderful. And there's the veggies. Everything looks divine on here. I'm going to get a small chicken leg as well. I'm going to put this back up here. This is good. Take a look at how beautiful that is. We're going to taste that. Okay, friends, we'll take a taste of this. That Greek seasoning is divine. Absolutely delicious. And my skin is a little crispy, and that's the way I love that. Look how beautiful that looks. It's gorgeous. Good. I love that Greek seasoning. Absolutely fabulous. And my red onions. These are my red onions from my garden. Oh, they're divine. And my mushrooms are good. This is wonderful, friends. I'm going to go enjoy my dinner. Well, there you have it, friends. I have given you 5 of my favorite sheet pan dinners. 2 of them we cooked, 2 of my favorites. The pork chop and vegetables was just amazing. I loved that. And you know, if you make your own shake and bake, You could roll those pork chops in shake and bake and put them, before you put them on the sheet pan, and they are divine. Also, the chicken, or the Greek chicken we cooked, we just had that for this evening's dinner, and that stuff is delicious. And if I don't use potatoes with it, then I serve it over rice, and it is so good. Now, we did the 2 freezer bags with Greek chicken, and we also did the salmon, the lemon Dijon salmon. This would be fantastic with rice, served over rice in a side salad. How wonderful. And a very simple sausage, peppers, and onions. And you could put potatoes in there when you put them on your sheet pan to cook. But that's fantastic, friends. All these sheet pan dinners, they're wonderful. I will put all the recipes in the description box below. You give them a try. This is going to be fantastic. This is like the next week's worth of dinners for us. How wonderful, because we're still busy building our outdoor kitchen. You all have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen, friends. Give these recipes a try. At least fill your freezer. I'll see you in the next video, friends. And as always, thanks for watching.